Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video we're talking about Nintendo Switch, DSi, 3DS, Xbox, and more. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about Nintendo 3DS emulation on PC and Android with Mikage. And earlier on this week we talked about Mikage when they put out a showcase video, and I got a lot of comments about it and a lot of speculation based on one particular thing. So at about 3 minutes and 15 seconds into the video, and I'll drop a link to it in the description below, there is a date here that says July 1st. A lot of people were speculating that July 1st would be the launch date of Mikage. Now I did ask NeoBrain directly, and unfortunately here July 1st does not look like it's going to be the release date. July 1st is an ode to the very first announcement of Mikage, which was back in July 1st, 2019. Now, I know a lot of you are excited about Mikage. I mean, I am too, but I don't think it's wise to rush the developer on this one. Just let them do their thing and it'll get here when it gets here. If you head to mikage.app and check out the FAQ page, there is a paragraph that says Mikage's release date will be shared at a later point in the future. And then higher up in a paragraph under Where Can I Get Mikage? It says, however, we plan on releasing various versions of it throughout 2023. So I think it's fair to assume that we're going to get Mikage at some point in time this year. It's just not now, and I don't exactly know when that date is going to be. But when I know more, you'll know more. And speaking about knowing more, next up we're talking about the Nintendo DSi. There is a very interesting article, which I will link to in the description below, talking about how someone hacked the Nintendo DSi browser 15 years after it was released. I mean, I'm sure someone in the comments is going to say, you know what, it came out just over 14 years ago, and I guess you're kind of right. Anyways, if you head over to GitHub, the exploit is here and it's free and it's open source, and there's also a very helpful YouTube video that's only 47 seconds long. At the very least though, it's worth checking out this article because it's a very interesting way they got this exploit to work and it's well written. Next up, we're talking about Nintendo Switch emulation on Android with Yanu. Yanu stands for Subscribe to Mr. Sujano, or yet another NSP updater, depending on how you want to interpret that. I've been getting asked a ton of questions on how to update your Nintendo Switch games when you're on Android. Yanu might have the answers for you. I'm not gonna lie here, patching your Switch games on Android is not the easiest thing to do. It's probably a lot easier just to do it on Windows. But if you wanted to check this out, I'll drop a link to this GitHub in the description below. Yanu is free and open source. Next up, this is kind of nuts, but plausibly real. If you remember the Xbox fridge that released a while back, well, now we've got an Xbox Series X toaster. Apparently it's going to retail at about €60 overall and has 3 different toasting modes and a crumb tray. And if that wasn't crazy enough, last up here there's a new Switch game that encourages you to stuff your Joy-Con into a toilet paper roll and use that as a controller. This one looks kind of like a mobile game that, well, it's interesting overall. If you're curious about this one, I'll drop a link to the trailer in the description below. Let me know what you think about it. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a whole bunch today. Well, we talked about some stuff today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.